All right, let's jump right in. What if I told you there's a method that could bring incredible results into your life in just 33 days? Seriously, today we're going to break down a technique that claims to do exactly that. It's a fascinating mix of a very specific thought exercise and something Nikola Tesla once called a key to the universe. So let's get into it. Okay, so the whole thing really starts with this one pretty mind blowing quote from the genius inventor Nikola Tesla. He was absolutely convinced that three numbers, 3, 6, and 9, were way more than just, well, numbers. He believed they held some kind of unique power, a special code, you could say, woven right into the fabric of reality itself. And this is where it gets really, really cool. We're going to unpack the exact method that takes Tesla's magnificent numbers and combines them with the law of attraction. The promise here is a simple, straightforward daily ritual that's designed to help you unlock some seriously powerful changes. All right, let's start with the absolute foundation of this whole thing. I mean, why these numbers? What on earth was it about 3, 6, and 9 that made a guy as brilliant as Tesla think they were, divine? The universe's secret key? Well, Tesla was a massive pattern seeker, and he noticed that the numbers 3, 6, and 9 just kept popping up everywhere, over and over again in the basic patterns of the universe, from pure math to the natural world. He was convinced it wasn't a coincidence. He thought they were acting as a kind of energetic blueprint for reality. And you can actually see this in a really simple way. Think about a circle, right? 360 degrees. It's a perfect, complete shape we see everywhere, from planets to cells. So check this out. If you add up the digits, 3 plus 6 plus 0, what do you get? You get 9. And it's not just a fluke. Cut that circle in half, you get 180 degrees. 1 plus 8, that's 9 again. Cut it in half again, you get 90. 9 plus 0 is 9. See? The pattern just keeps going. And for Tesla, there was no way that was just a coincidence. Okay, so we've got Tesla's divine numbers as our base. Now, let's add the second key ingredient to the mix. This next piece is all about how you can harness the power of your own thoughts and turn them into a real, tangible vibration. This idea comes from what's known as the 17-second rule. The theory is that 17 seconds is like the point of combustion for a thought. It's the absolute minimum time you have to hold a pure, focused thought for it to start generating its own energy, enough energy to start attracting similar vibes from the universe.
It's kind of like striking a tuning fork. When you hold a super clear, positive thought about what you want for just 17 seconds, no distractions, you're basically sending out this powerful signal. You're creating a very specific vibration. And right at that 17-second mark, the law of attraction officially kicks into gear.
But it doesn't stop there. If you can hold that focus for another 17 seconds, bringing you to 34 seconds total, that vibration doesn't just stay the same, it gets stronger. It intensifies. The signal is amplified, and it starts attracting even more powerful thoughts that are on the same wavelength. The momentum is really starting to build.
Push it to 51 seconds of pure, uninterrupted focus, and now we're talking a whole new level. The momentum is growing in a big way. You're no longer just sending out a single thought. You're creating this powerful current of energy that's actively pulling things that match that vibration directly to you. And that brings us to the real tipping point. If you can hold that pure, positive thought for a full 68 seconds, that's 4 rounds of 17, and here's the key part. Without any resistance or doubt creeping in, that's when you hit what's called the moment of manifestation. It's the point where the universe really starts to listen up and rearrange things to match what you're asking for.
Okay, so we have the divine numbers from Tesla, and we have this powerful 17-second rule. How in the world do we put them together? Well, that's where the daily ritual comes in. Let's break down this step by step.
So the way you do this is absolutely crucial. It's a 3-part process. First, you write your desire down, but you frame it in gratitude, like you're already thankful for it. Second, while you're writing, you have to visualize it. See it in your mind's eye with all the details. And third, and honestly, this is the real secret sauce, you have to feel the emotion of having it right now in this moment.
All right, here's the actual schedule, the 3-6-9 part. First thing in the morning, right when you wake up, you write down your affirmation 3 times. And for each one, you hold that focus for about 17 seconds. Then, sometime around midday, you're going to amplify that energy by writing it 6 more times. And finally, just before you go to sleep, you lock it in by writing it 9 times, really embedding that desire into your subconscious as you drift off.
So, let's look at what this actually looks like on paper. Check out the wording here. It starts with, I feel so happy and grateful. It's not, I want or I will have. It's written in the present tense, like it's already happened. That's so important. And as you write this, you're not just scribbling words. The whole point is to immerse yourself in the feeling of that success. Actually visualize your business doing great. Feel the energy of being healthy. Imagine that joy of being with your family. That's the game changer.
And there you have it. That's the whole method, from start to finish. But like any practice that's actually worth doing, the real magic ingredient is commitment. This isn't a one and done kind of thing. You can't just do it for a day and expect miracles. Consistency is everything. And here's another really cool little detail. Even the recommended time commitment ties back to those divine numbers. The idea is to stick with this ritual for either 33 days and get this 3 plus 3 equals 6, or for 45 days, where 4 plus 5 equals 9. It's like the whole process is designed to keep you tuned into those specific universal frequencies. When you boil it all down, that's really the heart of it. This isn't just about wishing on a star. It's a structured practice. It's about deliberately aligning your inner world, your thoughts, your feelings, your energy, with the fundamental patterns that supposedly run the entire universe. So there you have it. The method is all laid out. The principles are pretty clear. It really just comes down to one big question for you. If you were going to start this practice today, right now, what's the one thing you'd choose to focus on? What will you write on that very first line?